I remember sitting down first and we're talking community planning and things like that. It was like, okay, talk about your dreams. And that's where it starts. Limhailtuch was my name, the real name that I say. It's a Chilkoyak name from the Chilliwack tribe my grandfather passed on to me. Dalton Silver is the English name, chief of Sumas, the Sumas First Nation. I've been involved with the council for over 30 years, served as chief for over 22 years. One of the biggest plans and one of the biggest accomplishments that I would love to see is self-sufficiency. And to be able to provide the opportunities. We're pushing for better education, for better housing. We need to increase our land base. We'll need to be involved economically to make those achievements.
I'd like to introduce myself as Yitlash. I come from a small village called Quotamos on the Sunshine Coast. I'm a proud Sheshoth band member. My English name is Brian Jones, and I'm presently the general manager here at Sumas First Nation. We're located about 3 kilometers west of the city of Abbotsford, which is approximately 70 kilometers from the city of Vancouver. We're just over 600 acres. So we have to maximize every square inch of our property. So economic opportunities are a big push for us because we can't do anything without the money that we need for infrastructure. So we can't build houses if we don't have own source revenues. We can't put infrastructure in unless we've got all of the tools that we need to be able to capture all of that. We realize that all of the land that we have here in our territory is in the floodplain. So in order for us to do any kind of development here with our lands, we have to increase the height of our land itself in order for us to develop. Almost 200 acres needs to be raised 8.4 meters above its present height. There's a lot of obstacles that are in our way to be able to look at how do we face all of that and do it in a way that's going to make economic sense. That's where the Finney Group has come in. Jason Kalla is doing a wonderful job helping us better understand the infrastructure necessary for the growth that we need. We're hearing from the city of Abbotsford that they're maxed out with capacity on sewer and water. Our only alternative then is, what is it that we can do on our own without the city of Abbotsford? Finney took analysis of all of the neighboring communities. They were able to look at what those water rates were for us. And then we were able to present that to Chief and Council to let them know that these are the rates that are around us. This is an average of what we could be looking at. And this is what they propose that our development cost charge for water could be. And then Chief and Council then approved those rates of the development cost charges for water in order for us to look at what we can do to raise capital for the water infrastructure that we need to improve. We're further looking at then all of what our wastewater is, because that's a huge undertaking, the capital costs that are associated with all of that. So there's more work that we feel necessary in order for us to get the actual construction estimates that are needed. Once those are developed, then we can do the same, looking at the rates that are around us and then seeing how we can add our own development cost charges for wastewater. They've helped us through all of the assessments and analysis of all of that, and then are presenting those numbers back to us so that we can then develop that into our development cost charges law.
There's a lot to learn, and there are a lot of people with the expertise out there that help us in the First Nations communities or in First Nations business.